Hello, my fellow YouTubers and crypto enthusiasts. Today I'd like to show you an awesome new bot. It's called the Anti-FrontRunning bot. Before I can show you how it works, I need to explain to you how front running works. So, front running, let's say Alice goes to, and say this is Uniswap, wants to buy some sort of token or something. So she submits her price and everything, gas price, to Uniswap. Bob here is the front running bot. And he submits, first, the front running bot kind of like, the way they work, they kind of scan on incoming blocks and see what the slippage is that Alice has on her submission. And if it's above a certain amount, which on tokens, you usually have to raise up the slippage, and anyone who's ever done anything on Uniswap knows that some tokens you have to raise the slippage pretty darn high, which makes front-running bots the opportunity to front-run. So then Bob, the front-running bot, submits, buys the token that Alice is about to buy, sucks it all up, and puts a gas price higher than Alice's, so his gets mined first. So the order it gets mined is, N2 is the front-running bot, because it has a higher gas price. And then we go over to Alice, who's N1. So Bob gets mined first, then Alice gets mined, but in between right here, at this spot right here, Bob puts his tokens he just bought in liquidity, so the only tokens for Alice to buy is Bob's, who's a front-runner bot. He raises the price up to whatever the slippage was. Let's say it's 15%, so he's making 15% on that transaction. And then over here, this block in is the return of the profit that the front-running bot gets. So he's basically made 15% on that transaction in a matter of seconds. And now we're going to show you, this is front running. So basically front running is kind of stealing the honest person's money. So we're going to show you how we're going to stop that. Okay, so let me explain how the anti-front running bot works. Here's the anti-front running bot. It submits to buy a token, but it buys a token off a token it created. So it creates a token first, supplies liquidity, and then goes on to buy it. The front-running bot sees this as a new token and a great way to swoop up tokens, and because the slippage is very high. So it says, hey, this is a great one here. This slippage is huge. I can make a huge profit. So it goes in, swoops in, buys it, or puts out the block out to buy it with a higher gas than the anti-front-runner bot. Puts it out here in this block. It buys the token. So it took the token and gave you its ether to buy it. Your order's still there. The anti-front-runner bot cancels its order, so you're no longer buying your own token. It canceled it before the block went through. And then it pulls the liquidity out of the token it just supplied liquidity to. So the the front-runner bot can no longer go back and get his ether back. So you eliminated the front-runner bot by taking its ether away from trying to steal someone else's and jack up the price on someone else's. So not only do you make money on this, a crap load of money, 100% profit, because I mean, you just made all the ether the front runner bot had on a token it's worthless, and you dumped it on him. So now I'm going to show you how to launch your own contract. First, you're going to want to open up a web browser to remix.ethereum.org, and I will post all these links down in the description. You also want to make sure you have the metamask extension installed and you have some Ethereum in there. Now, this is the Ethereum, or the account I've been using for the anti-FrontRunner bot, and I started off with 0.2 in there, 0.2, and this is all from the profit from the bot. The bot just runs as an Ethereum contract and just keeps on creating tokens the FrontRunner bot keeps grabbing those, and it keeps on just doing the cycle over and over and over. It's just an endless way to make money from that. And the contract is self-funding, so as soon as you put in the 0.2 into the contract, or you can even do more, it will always maintain 0.2 in your contract and pay out anything greater than 0.2 to the address, whatever address you use here to launch this contract. So you want to make sure whatever address you use in your metamask, this is where you're going to get your ether sent to from the Anti-FrontRunner bot. So you want to make sure you understand that. So if you launch it like I did on 0.2 ether, it's always going to maintain that 0.2 ether from the profit, but then pay out the rest to you. So if you launch at 0.5 ether, you're going to be making a lot more profit, but it'll still maintain 0.5 ether in the contract, so it can keep on functioning and creating more liquidity for the crappy tokens it makes for the FrontRunner bot to come in and take. And the more liquidity you lock in the contract to begin with, the more tokens that the actual FrontRunner bot it's going to try to hunt down those crappy tokens are going to buy, so you'll make more ether. But even with the 0.2 I've been doing, I mean, this is 1 month and it's been pretty amazing. So after you set up the metamask, make sure you go to remix.ethereum.org. You're going to come to this page. You're going to come down to here. It's going to be locked on what's called the File Explorer. And you're going to come to this little guy here. It creates a new file. And you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it my bot. You just want to make sure it ends in .sol. And I'm going to paste in the actual Anti-FrontRunner bot code. And sometimes I actually did a right click and paste. Sometimes you have to do a Control V to actually paste it in there. It doesn't work with on some browsers. And then you're going to go down from the File Explorer to the compiler, and you're going to make sure this is at 0.517, and you want to make sure the compiler here is set to that too. Sometimes you come in here and set it like 0.8 or something. You want to make sure that's set right, or it won't compile correctly. And then you can go to compile my bot, and you'll get, when it's compiled, you'll get a green check mark. Then you can go down to deploy and run, and you're going to go from here, environment, and you're going to change that to inject web3. This guy here will pop up, say, hey, we need access to your account here. Go yes, connect, and it's going to connect with remix.ethereum.org. And then from here, you're going to go to deploy. I'm going to pay a tiny bit of gas to deploy the contract. And now that's going to deploy on. And that's going. Boom. Okay, that's deployed. Now after that deploys, this deployed contracts down here, it's going to have this little arrow. You pop down here. Let's move that. And you have some buttons down here, the action button. But first, now this is where I'm talking about where you supply liquidity to the contract. Now this is your contract locked onto the address you launched it. So you're going to go copy here. Little copy button. Go to MetaMask. And this is where you're going to send liquidity to your contract. It needs liquidity for gas fees and also to supply liquidity to the bogus tokens it makes. And to put a token on the Uniswap, you need to have liquidity in it. And that's what this does. Now I started off with 0.2. Some I'm actually going to do more. But yeah, you can start off with the gas fees and everything. You can start off with a minimum of probably around 0.05. But I'm going to start with, this time I'm going to start off with 1 because I have a lot of Ethereum I made from this. And that will increase the amount of liquidity I can give to the contract. And that means more of the bonus tokens that the actual FrontRunner bot can buy. So we're going to do that. And go next. Go confirm. Now send off to. Remember, the more liquidity you put in your contract, the more profit you're going to make. But I mean, if you don't have a lot, that's still going to work. The point 0.05 will still be enough. And that's going to. Oh, okay, that went through. Contract interaction done. So now we're going to go to action. And this just a little thing here pops down. Action. And this activates your contract. So this is going to start the Anti-FrontRunner bot. And so it's going to start making the bonus tokens and attracting the FrontRunner bots to come over and buy those. And that is confirmed. Your contract is now running. I hope this helps out. I hope this helps out with all the front-running bot problems that are going on. And I hope this helps out by making you a stable income too. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and thumbs up.